The ultimate level of power in the modern era is not the ability to buy anything you want. It is the ability to walk through a crowded street completely unnoticed, while controlling a billion-dollar empire. The new rich and social media influencers believe that status means being recognized by everyone, everywhere. They hire aggressive security teams, wear flash reflective clothing, and broadcast their exact location to millions of followers just to create a scene. But to the true old money dynasties and shadow billionaires, this loud behavior is dangerous, amateurish, and a massive restriction of human freedom. The real global elite practice a luxury that money can no longer easily buy: the art of absolute digital erasure. They invest millions to look completely average in public, and even more to ensure their data does not exist in the digital world. In this video, we reveal the hidden tactics of Billionaire Camouflage and the shadow agencies that completely erase the ultra-rich from plain sight. The uniform of deception. If you saw a true multi-billionaire walking down the street, you would likely walk right past him without a single thought. You might even think he is a middle-class accountant or a high school teacher. This is the first rule of elite physical survival: the uniform of deception. While public figures buy loud designer prints to advertise their wealth, the old elite wear a calculated shield, a dark blue cap, a gray or black crewneck sweater made of raw, unbranded fabric, and generic-looking sneakers. This ordinary look is not accidental. It is tactical. In a world full of rising economic tension and instant surveillance, visible wealth makes you an immediate target for extortion, opportunistic lawsuits, and physical crime. The true elite understand that looking rich in public is a massive liability. By wearing the armor of the ordinary, they protect their physical safety and buy back the one thing money usually destroys: the absolute freedom to walk in public spaces without being tracked, bothered, or recorded by strangers. The high-priced luxury of digital erasure. While the middle class treats social media as a personal stage, broadcasting their location, their family, and their assets to the entire world, the ultra-rich operate in the exact opposite direction. They treat data as a lethal weapon. The highest luxury of the modern digital era is not ownership, it is complete erasure. The true elite pay specialized reputation management firms, elite law practices, and boutique cybersecurity agencies up to $500,000 a year for a single task, to keep their names completely out of search engine algorithms. They don't want a Wikipedia page. They don't want to be found on corporate registries. They weaponize the right to be forgotten legal frameworks to scrub public databases clean. These specialized cyber firms monitor the internet 24 hours a day. If a photograph of a low-profile billionaire's child or property appears online, a legal wall of aggressive non-disclosure agreements and takedown notices is activated within minutes. They have realized that if your life is searchable on Google, you are not truly secure. You are vulnerable. The flight tracking ghost fleet. This absolute control of data extends directly to how the elite move across the globe. In the era of open source intelligence, flight tracking enthusiasts routinely monitor the private jets of famous tech founders and celebrities, but the real shadow elite have completely blinded the system. Welcome to the world of the ghost fleet. When a low-profile billionaire purchases a private aircraft such as a Gulfstream G700, the plane is never registered to their actual name or their primary company. It is owned by an anonymous trust, managed by an offshore corporate shell entity in places like the Cayman Islands or Malta. Furthermore, these aircraft frequently utilize government programs that allow private owners to block their aircraft registration numbers from public tracking websites. They frequently change the physical tail numbers and digital transponder hex codes of their fleets. While the internet tracks loud influencers flying on commercial first class or leased jets, the invisible elite move across continents completely unremarked, landing at private terminals where the staff are legally bound by criminal-level non-disclosure agreements. The strategy of permanent camouflage. The illusion of being ordinary is the ultimate strategic weapon of the 0.1%. When they charter mega villas or super yachts, the contracts explicitly criminalize any photography or mention of their presence by the staff. The world's most expensive super yachts are completely unbranded on the hull. They don't want your admiration. They want your blindness. Loud luxury is a constant, exhausting cry for public attention, fueled by the psychological insecurity of needing to prove your net worth to a world that doesn't care. Stealth wealth, however, is about the absolute sovereign control of your own narrative. The elite do not care if the public thinks they are ordinary or middle class. In fact, they prefer it. Because they know a fundamental truth of power, the moment the world looks away from you, you gain the absolute freedom to build, manipulate, and control without interruption. Loud wealth burns capital to build an ego. Quiet luxury invests capital to secure permanent, invisible dominance. The next time you see someone loudly flexing their wealth in a crowded public space, look at the people who aren't looking. The most powerful person in that room is likely the one you didn't even notice. Because true status is not about standing out in a crowd, it is about owning the crowd without them ever knowing your name. If you want to break away from the illusions of loud society, master the deep strategy of the global elite, subscribe to this channel right now. Leave a comment below. Would you prefer the loud life of a famous celebrity or the hidden power of an invisible billionaire? Stay focused.